Okay, students, today we are going to look at Unit 1. It's personal from your textbook Form 5 download. Okay, so Lesson 1 is on reading. So students, please get your textbooks ready so that we can begin the lesson. The lesson objectives for today are reading 3.11 and speaking 2.15. So by the end of the lesson, students should be able to understand the main point in an extended text and be able to explain and justify their feelings and the feelings of others. Okay, let's begin the lesson. Part 1 is knowing your family. Let's look at examples of different families. Do you know what these phrases about family means? Blended family, extended family, nuclear family, adoptive family, single parent family. Let's look at some pictures. Nuclear family is a married couple that has kids and is seen as the traditional family. Okay, a mother, a father, or parents with children. Extended family, on the other hand, are several generations living together, more than just mom, dad, the children, and they could include the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins. Okay, they could also be another single or blended family together living in the same house. A blended family is two families joined together, usually by remarriage after a divorce or a death of a spouse. Now, one or both of the partners may have children from their previous marriage. Single parent family. The definition is one adult, whether a male or a female, who's raising a child or children due to divorce, death, or never had been married before. Okay? Okay. Adoptive family. An adult and child who are not blood related but legally bound. The adult may adopt the child at a young age or at an older age. Students, I hope you have understood the descriptions and definitions that I gave regarding the different family types. Now let's try an exercise. This is found in your textbook on page 5. Look at the exercise below. Match the family type with the description. Okay, the family types are the ones that we learned earlier. Read the descriptions of different families and label them with the correct answers. Which one is most like your own? Okay, now I'll give you a minute to look at the descriptions below this. You can pause at this moment if you need more time to read and understand the description. Okay. Let me read the first description. I live in Bristol with my mom, dad, and my brother Tim. My parents met at university and got married when they finished their studies. I was born a year later and my brother was born when I was 3 years old. Okay, that is number 1. Number 2, Mom and I just got home from holiday in Spain. Mom works hard so that we can go away once a year. It may sound strange, but I have a lot of fun with my mom. There's just the two of us at home, so it's a good thing we get along. Alright. Earlier, we had learned about different family types. Now, what do you think is number 1? In the description given, you have mom, dad, and brother Tim. And the parents met and got married and the children were born later. So what do you think it is? Okay, can we try? Yes, it is a traditional family or a nuclear family. Okay, a traditional family or a nuclear family. All right, because there are the parents, the mom and dad, and the children. Okay, what about number 2? Mom and I, and the clue is given, there's just 2 of us at home. Okay, just the mom and the child. So what do you think they are? Yes, it's a single parent family, just the mom and the child. Very good. Let's try the others. Okay, let's look at another 3 descriptions. I hope you still remember the type of family, okay, that we learned earlier. Right, let me read it out first. Number 3. My dad remarried a few years ago, and when he did, Josh and I got a stepmother and a stepsister. At first, it was strange living with them in the same house, but we soon got used to it. It's pretty cool, actually. Okay. Number 4. Every summer, the whole family gets together for a party at my grandparents' house. All 3 generations are there. Grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and everyone. We have a fantastic time. For me, it's the best day of the year. Number 5. My mom and dad aren't my biological parents. They couldn't have children of their own, so they adopted me and my sister. They love us very much and always do their best to make us happy. Now, I'll give you a minute to look at it and to think and recall what you learned earlier. Okay, you can pause the video now or look at it again. Okay. Look at the clues in the description to help you. Are you ready? Okay, let's look at number 3. Now the clue is remarried. My dad remarried. And then you have the word stepmother and stepsister. Now, what do you think number 3 is? What kind of family is it? Do you know the answer? Let's see. Yes, it is a blended family. Okay? Now, let's look at number 4. Number 4, the clues are grandparents' house. You have uncles, aunts, cousins, okay? Everyone is there. The whole family. So what do you think it is? What type of group is this? Let's see whether you have got the answer right. Very good. It is extended family. Okay? Alright, and the last one, number 5. The clues are aren't my biological parents and the word adopted. So, what kind of family is it? Yes, very good. Adoptive family. Okay? Now, let's look at another exercise. Okay, now let's look at another exercise, part 2, reading comprehension. Now, you have to refer to your textbook, download on page 6. I hope you're ready. Okay? Okay, let's look at this list of chores, right? Alright, what are chores? Chores are things that we do in the house, work that we do in the house. So, examples given here are make your bed, wash the car, cook meals, wash the dishes, do the laundry, dust the furniture, clean the bathroom, sweep, and mop. There may be many other chores that you do in the house. Okay, these are just some of it. So, who do you think should do them? Right, C for child or P for parent. Now, I'll give you a minute to think about this. Now, this is your own answers. Okay, I will share my answer with you. Alright, for example, in my house, everybody makes their own bed. My children and also the adults. Okay, wash the car. My daughter and the father, they wash the car, so parent and child. Cook meals. My daughters also sometimes cook the meals, and adults, we also cook the meals. Wash the dishes. Normally my daughters, they take turn to wash the dishes. Do the laundry. Everyone does their own laundry. Does the furniture. My children or the child helps. Clean the bathroom. In my house, my child helps me. Sweep and mop. Also, my children help me. Now, number 2. Which of the chores in number 1 do you do? What do you do in your house? Think about it. List them down. Okay? Maybe some of you are good with cooking, so you help your mother to prepare the meals. Or some of you like to wash the car, so you help your dad or your mom to wash the car. Some of you like doing sweeping and cleaning and like making your house look good, so maybe you do that. Okay, so what other chores do you do in your house? Okay, alright, let's go on to the article. Now, read the article about helping out at home and decide on the best title for the article. Now, you have to read the article carefully to get an idea about what the article is about and to look at the titles here and choose the best one. So, the 3 titles given are Top Tips for a Clean Room, When a Household Falls Apart, and How to Treat Teenagers. Now, let's look at the article. I'll be reading the text out for you, so please pay attention. In the past, women stayed at home and did all of the household chores while men went out to work. The father or sons rarely helped, but sometimes the daughters did. However, those days are long gone. But despite this change, many teenagers believe that their parents, and more particularly their mothers, are the only ones who should pick up, tidy, wash, clean, and clear. Are you one of those teens? Or do you help out? It's a sad fact that just when children are mature enough to really help in the house, they become too involved with their schoolwork, part-time jobs, and other activities to be of much help. They always seem too busy to lend a hand around the house. Even so, teenagers should be careful not to make extra work for others. The truth is that no one is too busy to do these simple chores, and anyone claiming otherwise is probably just being lazy. So what happens when parents become sick and tired of their children's excuses? Jessica Stilwell faced this very problem. Her 3 daughters didn't lift a finger at home, so she went on strike. It all began on a typically busy Saturday when Jessica was rushing around all over the town, taking her daughters to and from sports, shopping for the family, and running errands. That evening, when she put her feet up for the first time all day, she looked around at the mess in her home and realized with a shock that she hadn't made any of it. Stilwell went on strike there and then, and stayed on strike for 6 days. Incredibly, they didn't even notice what was happening until day 3 of the strike. By then, dishes had piled up in the sink, dirty plates were still on the dining table, and smelly socks were on the bedroom floors. It wasn't until day 5 that the girls started to clean up the house, blaming one another for the mess. During the cleanup, Stilwell sat on the sofa drinking coffee that the daughters had made for her. Stilwell says it was shocking to see how much of what she did for her children were things that they were perfectly capable of doing on their own. She hadn't asked them to help because she didn't want to argue with them or because it was faster and simpler to do it herself. What's the situation in your home? Do you do your fair share or do you expect others to clean up after you? If your mom or dad went on strike, who would break first? Them or you? Now let's look at the titles again. Okay, you have read the article. So what do you think is the best title? Is it Top Tips for a Clean Room, When a Household Falls Apart, or How to Treat Teenagers? What is the article about? It's about a mother's frustration with her children's attitude and behavior at home. Okay, so I think all of you know the answer. Yes, when a household falls apart. Okay, everybody has a role to play in the home. Okay, you need to be able to help your parents so that they too will not feel burdened and tired. Okay, please remember that. 5 sentences have been removed from the article. Choose from the sentences A to F the one which fits each gap. There's one extra sentence which you do not need to use. Now, when you deal with a gap text, look for text such as definite articles and pronouns in the missing sentences that you think will link to things in the text. Then find what those words refer to and place the missing sentences in the correct place. So in other words, you have to look at the sentences before, the sentences after, look at the pronouns, look for clues that will help you. For example, what do they in sentence A and these in sentence E refer to? So these words will help you to locate the correct gap. Okay, let's try number 1. Now when you read the paragraph, you have to look for clues to help you. So in this paragraph, you can see the words like in the past. Okay, and then however, those days are long gone. This sentence tells you something different. And another phrase is despite this change. So you're talking about women who stayed at home before, okay, and fathers or sons who rarely help, okay, but the situation has changed now. So what do you think is the answer? A, B, C, D, E, or F? I'll give you a minute to look at the options and choose your answer. You can highlight the words in the text to help you or underline them. Okay? Have you got the answer? What do you think? I think some of you have got it. Okay, let's see. Yes, the answer is D. Nowadays, women have jobs and successful careers, leaving them little time to deal with large number of tasks that a household requires. It's a comparison with in the past and the word nowadays. Okay? Alright, let's try the other one. Okay, number 2. Okay? Alright, you see the words or phrases in the text that can help you. Now, talking about children, they always seem too busy to lend a hand around the house. And then teenagers should be careful not to make extra work. And talking about no one being busy to help. So what do you think is the option here? I think you have got the answer. You can check if your answer is correct or similar to this. Yes, the answer is A. It's explaining. What this means is that they should keep their rooms tidy, leave bathrooms clean, pick up after themselves, and wash their dishes once in a while. So, do not make extra work for others. Do your own chores. Alright, very good. Let's try the next one. Okay, number 3. This is talking about Jessica Stilwell. Okay, Stilwell went on a strike. Okay, when she realized the children were not helping, and she stayed on strike for 3 days. Incredibly, they didn't even notice what was happening until the day 3 of the strike. So what do you think happened in between? We already did A and D, right? So the other options are B, C, E, and F. Okay, let's see. Have you got your answer? Yes, the answer is F. Okay, talking about Jessica Stilwell, right? She didn't actually tell her children. She just stopped, okay, doing the chores. Right? F. Okay, now let's look at number 4. Alright, let's look at number 4 now. Okay, dishes had piled up in the sink, dirty plates were on the dining table, smelly socks were on the bedroom floor. So basically the house was a mess. Okay, so what do you think happened? Now the options left are B, C, and E. Okay, what do you think is the answer for number 4? Talking about the daughters. Yes, the answer is C. Her daughters complained about the disgusting house. They knew it was dirty, but it apparently hadn't offended them enough to clean it. Okay, they were just blaming one another for the mess until day 5. Okay, number 5. Okay, Stillwell talks about her reaction. Now, she hadn't asked them to help because she didn't want to argue with them or because it was faster and simpler to do it herself. Now, this is normally what parents normally do. So, what do you think is the answer here? Between B, okay, or E? I think you got the answer? Yes, it's E. Interestingly, these are the main reasons parents give for not pressing their children to help at home. Many parents find it easier to do it themselves rather than argue with their children. Okay, so children, please take note. Okay, let's look at these expressions. Okay, be sick and tired, lend a hand, put your feet up, do your fair share, not lift a finger, run errands. What do you think these phrases or expressions mean? Okay, you can find this expression or phrases in the text. Okay, so when you are sick and tired of something, you normally don't want to do it, you're fed up, you don't like it anymore. Okay, when you lend a hand is when you help somebody out. Okay, to put your feet up means like to rest or to relax, probably after a long day of working or doing something. And when do you do your fair share? That means you are doing your part. You are helping out and doing your part. When you do not lift a finger, you are not doing what you're supposed to do. You are not helping out. And running errands or to run errands is to do something or to get some activity or job done. Okay, so let's see how we use these expressions. Okay, let's try this exercise. Okay, you have to complete the sentences with the correct form of these expressions. The expressions are in the box in green. Okay, you need to change some of the words there to fit in with the sentences. Okay, let me show you number 1. Jenny shares a flat with 2 other university students and they all dash to keep the place clean and tidy. No one does more or less than anyone else. So here the subject is Jenny and 2 other university students. And there's the pronoun they. Okay, so what do you think is the answer? You are doing together with your friends. Yes, do their fair share. So the clue here is they. Okay, so you need to change the word your to their. Okay, they all do their fair share to keep the place clean and tidy. You understand now? Alright, so let's look at number 2. Jim's not at home right now. He's dash for his dad, but he'll be back later. And number 3, I dash of asking you to clean your room. So there's no pocket money for you this week. Now, if you need more time, you can pause the video and look at the questions again and answer it. Okay, I'll give you a minute. Remember, you need to change some of the words there. Okay, are you ready? Shall we try number 2? Okay, so Jim's not at home right now. Okay, he's dash for his dad. So it will be in a continuous tense. So what do you think Jim is doing? Yes, he's running errands. So running, the verb is in continuous form. Okay? Alright, what about number 3? I of asking you to clean your room. So what is the answer there? Let's try. Okay, you need to change. Yes, verb to be, I is replaced with am. I am sick and tired of asking you to clean your room, so there's no pocket money for you this week. Okay, now you get the idea? Let's look at another 3 questions. Okay, I'll give you a minute again. Okay, we have tried some of it. So look at the other options. So what do you need to change? There are clues in the sentences to help you. For example, number 4, the word exhausted gives you an idea. And number 5, I've got a lot to do today. Okay. And number 6, while I cook, my husband did what? Think you got the idea? Very good. Let's try. So you look exhausted, Terry. So what do you think is the answer? Why don't you put your feet up? Okay. So this is okay. You didn't have to change because you, okay, your feet. So it goes together. Very good. Let's look at number 5. I've got a lot to do today and it would be a big help if you could. So you're asking for help. So you could lend a hand. Okay, you're asking somebody to help you, so lend a hand. Okay, number 6. While I cook the 3-course dinner, my husband watched TV and what did your husband do? Didn't lift a finger. Okay, you cooked the 3-course dinner. My husband watched TV and didn't lift a finger, didn't help out. So I hope you got the answers correct. If you didn't, you can watch again and try again to answer the questions on your own. Okay? Alright, very good. Okay, now we have come to a task that you need to do with a partner. So find a partner, work with a partner. Imagine you are sharing a flat. Write a list of household chores that need to be done. Then discuss each chore and decide who will do what. You can use the ideas below and add some of your own. As you can see in the picture, you can see some dirty dishes, okay, some plants that needs watering, mopping the floor, laundry, and washing or cleaning the bathroom. So you can add to these chores, okay, and come up with a list and decide with your partner who's going to do what, and maybe give reasons for why you are doing that. For example, one of you may be good in cooking, so you may help your parents do the meals at home. So that is also a household chore that you can help with. So do a table or a kind of a list with the reasons and decision who's going to do what. Now complete the task and submit it to your teacher. Please think about it carefully. Look around your house. Look at what needs to be done in your own home and discuss with your partner. I hope you will enjoy doing the activity. Okay, we have come to the end of the lesson. I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. We have learned about the different types of family structures. Okay, we have learned about household chores and helping out at home. So I hope you have enjoyed the lesson and you can complete the task. If you need to watch the video again, please do so. Okay, and please refer to your teacher if you need any help or any clarification. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. I hope to see you again in another lesson. Thank you and bye.